We are in New Orleans proper with Dr. Jay Addison.
Right.
Today you're going to make us a gumbo.
Right. We're going to make a chicken and andouille gumbo. It's one of the mainstays of Louisiana cooking, but gumbo is basically made by starting with a roux, which is a flour and oil mixture. There's several different types of roux, and roux can be a dark roux, which we'll make today. You can have a medium roux and a blonde roux, and it just depends on what type of sauce that you're making, whether you're making a crawfish etouffee or you're making a gumbo. You would use two different types of roux.
And roux can be, if you've never made one before, it can be, to get it right, it's tough, but you have kind of a foolproof thing that you do.
Right. Roux are, and some roux are simpler than others. A dark roux requires sitting there on a very hot stove. But I just happened to have a cousin who had a show, and Litton Microwave Company many years ago actually hired her to come up with a microwave cookbook. She developed this roux in the microwave, and it's pretty foolproof, and I think anyone in your audience would be able to make it first time at home.
Step us through that.
Well, we'll take 2/3 of a cup of flour and 2/3 of a cup of the canola oil, and we're going to put that in the microwave for about 6 minutes. After that 6 minutes, we're going to stir it a little bit. You'll actually be able to smell it. It almost smells like it's burning, but it's a very woody odor. At that time, we're going to take it out, and we're going to add what we call our trinity, and that's our white onions, bell peppers, green onions, celery, and garlic, and we're going to add that to this roux, put it back in there for just a couple of minutes and let it cook. And then we'll take that out, add it to our pot, and then as that's sitting in the pot, I'm going to microwave some chicken stock, and we'll add that chicken stock as we go. I always want to make sure that when you're adding stock or water to a roux mixture, that it has to be hot. Otherwise, the flour will separate out and it'll be a lumpy mess. And I'm going to put about 4 cups of chicken broth, and then I'll add some vegetable stock to that as it's cooking. Then
again, hot. It's got to be hot.
Right. We're going to add the chicken, which is actually I had cooked this chicken last night on my ceramic grill to kind of give it a little bit of a smoky flavor. And then we're going to add some andouille sausage to that, some bay leaves, and it's just going to sit there on the stove and simmer for a little bit.
I mean, you've picked stuff that you can get in Kentucky. You can get smoked sausage or whatever.
Sure.
Put in.
Gumbo is everything,
leftovers? Perfect for leftover chicken?
Exactly, or leftover turkey at Christmas time.
So it's kind of like burgoo, no rules, just whatever.
There is no rules. It all starts with the roux, and anything goes after that. There's okra gumbo, and there's filet gumbo. So the okra came with the first African Americans from Africa. The sassafras root from the Native Americans here. You wouldn't use the two together.
Right.
But the great thing about the okra, it disappears in the gumbo. And I'll add some tomatoes because of the city. We'll take some of that slime out of the okra. So we're going to get it nice and hot, almost burnt. We'll get our okra in there. So this is, from this point forward, other than making the rice, this is pretty much done.
Wow.
We'll just let that simmer, and we can actually start prepping the redfish.
What are you going to do for us today?
Well, we're going to do it a little bit different. We're going to take the redfish, still has the scales and the skin on it. So we call this redfish on the half shell. I'm going to make just a little bit of sauce with some of the trinity that we had used, a little olive oil, a little butter, and we'll base that. We'll take some lemons and slice them up, lay them on top of there. Cooks really fast, and we're going to take it outside, and we'll cook it in the ceramic grill and ceramic cooker. As soon as the fish gets a little bit flaky, we'll take it off, and it'll be ready to go.
I like the sound of that. Thank you again, sir,
You're
for
quite
visiting
welcome.
with us.
Yeah,
Now,
glad to have you.
here comes the tough part of my job. That makes my taste buds happy.
Oh, good, good.
Oh man, I'm gonna try a piece of this fish. Look how white and flaky that is. That is maybe the best redfish I've ever had. Thank you so much. In a second, I'm gonna get my Neanderthal face on.
There you go.
Thank you so much for spending time with us, inviting us into your home, and preparing for us a wonderful Louisiana classic dish or two. All right, it's time to chow.
There you go. Go for it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.